And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go.
Here's a little room there. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Rolled his way into the end zone.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Razorbacks offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. K.J. Jackson, more than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Got enough for the first. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. The option, he'll keep it. Turns it on in midfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Jackson will throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Turning it on! And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 explosive runs. He told us coming into this one he thought he could have a big day statistically against this defense. There was something he saw on film that made him believe he was going to have a lot of success. And he's already doing it now. He is breaking off big ones. He's showing you the vision. He's showing you the speed. The defense has no idea how to stop him.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
Gonna run it. It's Phillips. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Humphreys. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Going to the run, it's Frazier. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Dogs!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Pulls it, fired complete. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Jackson gonna throw it. Using his feet to buy time. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. They want to throw it. Unleashes one. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Well, it's a whole new era for Arkansas now. Ryan Silverfield comes in as a head coach. Taylor Green, who had been a big playmaker at quarter,
makes the catch, and he's free. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll go to the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offensively, you want to run that counter, right, to try to take advantage of hyperactive defenses, but just poor execution. Not a good job of understanding where I need to go when I bounce that thing backside, and it bounced outside. You want to take that thing inside. So the offense needs to operate a little bit better and maybe not run as much counter because the defense got in there pretty quick.
It'll be third and long. They'll send the back in motion. Jackson will throw. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion. Good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Razorbacks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big...
Breaks into the open. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on 1st down and a quarterback hit on 2nd down. Got to do a better job.
And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. The give is to Smith. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Moving away from pressure. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Plucks it out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Good timing on the quick out. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit, because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that 1st down.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another 1st down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage, That's what the dogs do.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Phillips. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Phillips. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide, you can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs. Jackson gonna throw it. Finds his man. It's Brown. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Razorbacks take their first time out. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to throw again. Buys a little time. And he slides down, and he got just enough to pick up the first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Makes the catch. It's Humphries. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Stockton. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Wildcats looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. And now over to your game in Fayetteville. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Well, guys, the Hogs head coach told me coming out of the locker room at the half, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Smith takes the handoff. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Jackson will throw. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Offense working from the pistol. Here's a give to Frazier. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Frazier again. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The Dogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Jackson gonna throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The run inside. It's Smith. And tackled there by the defense.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Now, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
But he's got room.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quick release on the RPO. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off. And
quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go.
Oh, a lot of space. Into the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Start on the ground with Frazier. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Handoff for Frazier. Could be an alley. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. On first down, Nate Frazier. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Here's a give to Frazier. And they'll knock him down.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to run for it. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Bulldog! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Run in the red zone, it's Frazier. He's into the end zone again, a little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happening.
There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Intercepted to stop the threat.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there. They're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Marshall. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Quarterback moving. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Georgia sideline, they are so hyped up for their running back. This star has proven that he is somebody who should be in the national conversation. Another stellar performance today, and we're not even done yet. Over 200 yards rushing. His team has the lead, and he is...
There's a crease. Gives him the big stiff arm. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Stockton. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Yeah, I think if you're the head coach now, you start running the football. That's now the 2nd pick you've thrown in the 4th quarter. You've got the lead. It's time now to try to ice the game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Pick picks up the first down. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Right back to the well. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Jackson will throw. Swings it out to his running back. Oh, he's got some space. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.